Hey, my friend. Welcome back to our Keeping It Real with Sidereal and the Cosmic Mystic podcast. This is our Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week. We are in new moon energy, my friend. We've got our new moon in Aquarius happening at the end of this beautiful week on Sunday, early morning. So, we're going to talk all about that and all the things that are happening in our sky, where our moon's at for this week. If you're looking for an overview, I will make sure to link the March overview forecast for you so that you can catch all of the details for that. Let's go ahead and dive in. As always, remember, my friend, if you are new here, my name is Danny Simuniz, intuitive astrologer, healer, helping you heal your past, present, and future so that you can connect with your inner guidance system. My friends, healers, coaches, conscious leaders come to me when they are tired of the doubt, when they are tired of second guessing themselves, and they are ready to truly step into their purpose and their power. They come to me. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. And also keep in mind that this is on YouTube and on the new podcast, the Cosmic Mystic podcast. So if you just want to listen to me and you just want to hear what's going on, then you can go and listen to this over on the Cosmic Mystic podcast. There is a link down in the description box. If you are on the podcast and you're like, I want to see those charts and those funny faces that people talk about that Danny makes, come on over to the YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Sidereal on YouTube. Link will also be down in the description box. Okay, here we go. All right, as you can see, we are kicking off this week right here. Our sun is still in the beautiful energy of Aquarius. We've got 20 degrees Aquarius here. So we've got just about another week and a little bit, maybe about 10 more days or so until our sun moves into Pisces. So we are wrapping up our Aquarius season and we are moving into Pisces. Inside the March overview, I talk all about the energy of Pisces and what that is. But again, my friend, we will continue to break that down in these weekly forecasts as well. You can also see we still have the connections that we've been talking about. If you've been following this for the past few weeks, we have that Saturn and Sun conjunction that is now starting to pull away from each other. We've got the Sun and Mercury still hanging out together. Mercury is slowly pulling away, but they're really keeping that connection up. So we're going to start to feel this movement here with the Sun and Saturn. So if you've been having any of those like doubts, hesitations, or wanting to break free from something, that's a lot of what this energy has been here. If you've been having a lot of downloads, a lot of thoughts, a lot of new ideas, that's definitely been this connection with the Sun and Mercury, as well as the sextile over here that we have to Jupiter and Uranus. I also talked about this conjunction that is about to happen, and we're going to talk more as it happens. It's getting closer, but we'll see this more middle of the month. We'll see this conjunction really start to play out, but they are preparing and getting ready. And then one other thing I do want to point out, and I'll talk more about this in next week's forecast, but Mercury will be going retrograde. So prepare, my friend. Mercury will be going retrograde on April 2nd, but we will be in the shadow period coming up real soon. So we'll talk more about that in next week's forecast, but I just kind of wanted to give you that as some things that were coming in into the future, and to remind you, for those of you that did catch the overview of what's going on. Okay, so some things I do want to talk about for this particular week in the energy that we're seeing, which is this the Sun and sextile Uranus. So this kicked into play over the weekend on March 3rd, and we're going to see this all the way through March 15th. So over these next couple of weeks, if you are feeling creativity coming through, if you're feeling really creative, or you're being stimulated by creative things, this is that energy. If there are, how do I say this, like unexpected encounters, unexpected things kind of coming into your realm, whether that's thoughts, people, or places. This is the energy of Uranus. Uranus tends to be a little erratic and kind of does his own thing. And so, because of that, when we've got this really nice connection with the sun, so they're not hanging out in the same house, but they are like checking in on each other, supporting one another. And so this energy is really beautiful to play together. This is why we'll see a good the time to try something new or wanting like more excitement in your life. It's really interesting because my love this weekend was like, let's go up to Oklahoma and go hit up a casino up there. And I was like, okay. It was just very unexpected. We didn't really have it planned out. And even, it was the day before, and I was like, okay. And then even the day of, we're like, should we go? Should we not go? Let's go. And so it was just kind of a very quick up and down. Wasn't, we didn't spend the night, we didn't spend the weekend, we just went for the day. And it was just a very unexpected type thing. So those kind of like exciting things of like, let's just change up the routine, let's do something different. You may be feeling called to do that over these next couple of weeks. More group activities or socializing with people, definitely a time for that. A lot of curiosity and inventiveness right now. So what's really cool about that is there's the energy of curiosity that's really big right now. And so allow that curiosity to guide you, allow the curiosity to lead you, because you can make new discoveries about things, as this trip did for me. I actually came across a limiting belief that I'm like, ooh, we don't want you anymore. So that gave me an opportunity to allow that to come forward in a new light. So now that I can come back home and do some work. So sticking to a routine may be a little bit difficult right now. You may not want to do the regular thing. You might want to switch up your schedule. That's a really good idea. Or even find new ways of doing things or being more efficient or productive. This is also a really good time to do that. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about, which is Mercury. So on Tuesday, the 5th, we're going to see this energy with Mercury and Neptune. So let me get over here. You'll see that now Neptune is coming into the picture here. Neptune tends to cloud things. It tends to make things a little bit harder for us to see. And so with Mercury being our communication, our thinking, our thought process, we in short travel, right? Short travel meaning not going like abroad, but staying pretty local. It can cloud some of those things. Some of those things can it's a little like flowy. It's not as definitive. So there could be like plans that are kind of loosey-goosey. There could be more of a focus for you on more spiritual topics, more like things that are like mysterious or hidden, like the occult, secrets. Really good time to work on any creative or imaginative like type projects. So daydreaming is really good. Vision boards are really good. Being creative, this is really you might find that you're more interested in doing some of those things. Really good insights through meditation. So if you're somebody that meditates or allows yourself to step into some stillness, right? Really good time to receive some really great information, some really good downloads. So ask some really powerful questions, my friend. If you are wanting some answers, ask some powerful questions. This is also a really good, like a time when our intuition is really high and really on point. So allow that to come through as well. Trust that you know what is coming through. The one negative aspect of this is that words or thoughts can be twisted or misconstrued. And so it's really important to be clear about what you are talking about, clear about what you are saying, because it could cause confusion. It could cause some irrationality, maybe some paranoia, or even some fear, because you're not understanding and you're making assumptions. So I'm going to recommend on two parts, right? Be clear about what you're saying, be clear about what you are wanting to express. And then if you are in a conversation with somebody, ask questions, my friend. Be curious. Try not to make assumptions. I know easier said than done, but try not to make assumptions, because those can just, they can get us. They can get us. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is that we are going to have this sextile coming in here on the 8th with Pluto. Okay, so on the 8th with Pluto, Mercury is still going to have this connection here. It'll actually be in its full conjunction here with Neptune, but it's also going to be bringing in this Pluto energy, which is going to deepen the intensity of our thinking and our conversations. So this is like, go deep. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. I don't want to talk about the weather. I don't want to talk about what's happening in politics. I don't want to talk about, I want to go deeper. I want to talk about behind like the veil. I want to go deeper into the conversation about why maybe you're feeling this way about something that somebody said, or why you're getting triggered by this, right? Or trying to understand the person more. So this is a good time for study, researching, even more strength in your intuition and power, because we've got that Pluto energy. And even for those of you that are in sales, or if you're an entrepreneur, you are always in sales, that persuasive energy to be able to guide somebody to something that is powerful for them. So we don't use, right? We're not using that to get somebody to do what we want, but doing something that is good for them. So this is a really good opportunity to really step into that communication power here over the next couple of weeks. Now, I want to talk about our moon and our new moon that is coming up. So our new moon in Sidereal Astrology is going to be in Aquarius, because our sun is still in Aquarius. So we can't have a full moon in a different sign. It has to be in the same sign. So we have our new moon here taking place on the 10th, which is Sunday at 4:01 a.m. Central. So you can adjust the time for yourself. So it's early morning. Now, the sun is the only thing that we're seeing here is this sun moon conjunction. I'm sorry. And the sextile over to Uranus. So sun and moon are conjunct. They're hanging out together and they are connecting with our friend Uranus. So I talked earlier about what that sun Uranus sextile energy is. The only thing I want to add with the moon here is this is really allowing our emotions to open up to the possibility to change, to try something new, to try something different, to connect deeper. Okay. So you may be able to connect more deeply to new ideas and new things that are uniquely yours, that are uniquely the way that you do things. Now, the other thing is habit breaking. This is the energy to break the habits. The next period will be in our new moon in Aries, but right here, right now, if you are wanting to break a habit in your health, in your wealth, in your relationships, my friend, this is the time to do it. This new moon is really asking us to step into change. My friend, our moon will be preparing for new moon. So this week, the energy is dropping. It is getting lower. So you might feel that yourself. We kick off this week with our moon in Sagittarius. And we are going to move here. Let me move you through and go back over here to the beginning of our week. We have our moon kicking off in the energy of Sagittarius, which is fire energy. So you're going to feel that really like that drive, that motivation to like go and do things, to get things done, to kind of like not care too much about what other people are saying or doing. Is a little bit of an aggressive energy, not much, but a little bit of like more of a know-it-all type energy. When we move into It'll be later in the day on Wednesday. We will move into Capricorn, which is going to ground that energy down. So it's a really good time to get things done, to get work done. And then moving in through Thursday and Friday, we will move out of that energy and into Aquarius as we prepare for our new moon on Sunday. So from Friday, kind of like afternoon in through Sunday, our moon will be through that Aquarius energy where there's that lots of thinking, lots of creativity, really allowing yourself to kind of step outside of the box. My friend, this has been your Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week of, I was going to say September. For the week of March 4th through the 10th. My friend, have a beautiful, beautiful day. If you would love to join our, I would love for you actually to join our new moon circle happening this week. We have our virtual one on Thursday and our in-person one for those of you local to Central Texas on Saturday, March 9th, to call in that new moon energy, to learn all about it, to set a powerful intention in ceremony, in ritual with other women and sisterhood in a circle. My friend, come join us. We would love to have you. You'll find more information with the link down below at thepeaceteacher.com/new moon. My friend, have a beautiful rest of your day. Take a deep breath with me as you close your eyes and come into this time and place. And find peace.